Well, welcome back to the channel, viewers. Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thanks for coming in. Pro-Brick exclusive for the social people, pro-theologists for the more spiritual people, but both have spiritual and social content. We're going to look at another Dating Over 50s video. I remember this lady, Mary Ann Cretch. I've done some videos on her earlier in the year when the channel first started, the Pro-Brick exclusive channel first started for the tradies, just to show them what's going on out there. It works for men and women. Both are messing each other up. Not much accountability out there. If we look at the scripture, those who shut their ears to the cries of the poor will be ignored in their own time of need. That is such a significant scripture, and that's going to be the next scripture in our spiritual teaching. But just inapplicable to this, if people are crying out for love and it's not happening, there's unresolved, you're being ignored, there's distance, there's a lack of co-mutuality. I got a picture that I was sent from somebody. I'll show you it quickly. Falling in love with someone you had no intentions of falling for is the most beautiful kind of love. No force in chemistry or trying to save them, just a pure raw connection that created on its own. And this has happened to me, but it hasn't lasted, of course. Something's usually gotten in the way or tried to wreck it. But there we see, when people are crying out for some resolve in their relationship and the person that they're with isn't accommodating that, they're ignoring it, you're probably with somebody that's been abused in the past and is displaying the narcissistic tendencies of the person that abused them. They're not listening. They can't comprehend what you're saying. And they're ignoring you. And unfortunately, when you leave these people in their time of need, they're going to get their karma. That's karma there, right there. In their own time of need, they will be ignored. And that's true. We'll go and see what's happening with Mary. She's been through quite a bit, this woman, unfortunately. You might want to look her up on TikTok. Very interesting what she's gone through. Let's have a look.
So let's start talking about being single over 50 and starting to date for the first time in a million years. First date I had with a guy I met online. Made it a lunch date. He showed up looking kind of like he'd just mowed the grass, but I was pretty naive about this whole thing. Went for a lunch date. I ended up paying for mine. He paid for his. Okay, that's cool. First date. He was kind of drunk. Okay. And he had a motorcycle. Cool. Then he asked me if I wanted to go on a ride with it. And I'm like, nah, he's been drinking. I don't know him, so I didn't. Fine. Sadly, we decided to go on a second date. So we went on a second date, and I ended up back at his house. Little fooling around got started, and we get in the bedroom. And that's when he tells me, the woohoo doesn't exactly work, but it's okay. I've got an entire drawer, and he opens this drawer, and he tells me, they're my ex-wife's toys, and we can play with them. No.
See, the problem with a lot of men over 50 is they haven't done the work on their body. They don't perform properly. They can't keep it up to the women. Women just lie there and receive and give from their reception, and men aren't doing the work. This is the problem that women across the world are having. My ex texted me 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, my ex-wife, saying that all men want is sex and they don't know how to do it. Well, you know what? All I can say is you'll never find me in another man, and good luck with whatever you're going to do. They'll usually settle for whatever they can get. Even that's a frustration. People that are at the stage and the realm of where Mary's running into, and they're everywhere. That's unfortunately a problem for the females, but as a male that fully functions at almost the age of 60, I'm really got no competition, to be honest. and my women are very happy with what they receive from me. Unfortunately, they fail to reciprocate on so many levels. I just call it a day or call it quits or something. Got to fix things for myself. And this is where they end up, dealing with strangers that they don't know, tolerating all the mess and rubbish of young people and old people. Because don't worry about these old women. They'll take whatever they can get. If there's a young person on offer, they'll predator the bloke. And that's just the way it is. So I don't know what you're going to take from that. If any women are watching this, it might benefit for you to stop and think about what you've got, because the grass isn't greener on the other side. I just come from a school reunion and counselled 5 people, encouraging them to stay in their marriages if they can, because it is not greener on the other side. Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, thanks for coming in. I'll see you on the next one, and bye for now.